Welcome back to Heiko Shaves. My name is Heiko and today is time for another shave. I just posted a video about the shave with the Razor Rock Lupo, stainless steel, open comb, 95, really long name. And I was asked if I would dare to make a a 3-pass shave with a R41 Mühle, which is pretty similar to the Lupo. You know, both open combs, both have a pretty decent blade gap. I still have a blade in the Lupo here because I actually like it and I want to shave with it one more time. So yeah, I will dare to do another shave with the R41. I've shaved with it before on camera, but it's been a while and I have experienced many other razors since, and you know, experience and more practice and all that. So this might actually be a whole new experience, especially since the memories of shaving with a Lupo are still relatively fresh. I figured, let's just do a shave with a R41 Mühle. We're going to combine this with Razor Emporium's Heritage soap and aftershave. Very traditional, clean barbershop. Very nice, very nice. Soap lathers really well, and the aftershave is very well matched. So it's a very masculine, kind of a clean barbershop scent, how you would expect a old-fashioned barbershop to smell. And we're going to lather with my Simpson T1 Trafalgar synthetic. I haven't used it in a while. I have the M7 Simpson and nice long handle, and so this short one fell out of favor a little bit, but it's still a really great knot and I want to use it again. So we're going to use the Mühle R41, the Simpson T1 Trafalgar, and the Heritage from Razor Emporium. And then we're going to load the razor with a Persona Super out of my pack of 100 made in the United States. No wax on the blade. People keep asking me about that, so I'm going to point that out now every single time here. Brand new Persona Super. And we're just going to start with loading. I'm a little nasally. It's allergy season again here in the area. Sagebrush and whatnot is growing outside. There we go. Typical 3-piece arrangement, right? Nothing special. So the R41 is also available in stainless apparently. I haven't tried that. I don't know if it's any different. I don't think I will spend the money on getting one, but you know, you guys let me know if there's any major difference between the cheapo here, the zinc alloy, chrome plated, or the stainless steel. Of course, we all like the fancy materials, right? Stainless or titanium. So let's grab a shave bowl and we're going to scoop out of this here. I don't want to go in there with a brush. I might have to sneeze here in a second. So magic of video editing. I can always cut that out. So just sneezed. You didn't have to hear that, so that's good. That's easy. All right. Soap at the bottom of my shave bowl there. I just squish it into the corner. Then I grab my brush here. But before we do that, let's apply some pre-shaves, shall we? I want to do the PAA Tube 2.0, which is the one with the bamboo charcoal in it, which is exfoliating. So let's get skin and stubbles wet. About 3 days of growth again. Seems like I'm always shaving every 3 days now, just for the sake of you guys having a little bit of some stubbles to actually shave off. Very good. Nicely mentholated. I love that. Maybe it's going to stop me from sneezing. Yeah, allergy season. Oh, I tell you guys. All right, and now we can grab our little brush here. Get it wet. Just dip it in water. And then I usually squeeze out the excess and start bowl lathering. And then once it's loaded up really nicely, we're going to transfer this over into my face. Yeah, the handle is a little on the short side. It's definitely a nice travel size, I would say. The Trafalgar T1 Sovereign Fiber Synthetic. All right, here we go. Very nice. Can't really smell today, but I can tell you it is one of those very traditional masculine, clean scented barbershop scents. All right, here we go. Let's just transfer this over into my face. Let's add a little bit more water to it. I hope I don't sneeze while the R41 is touching my face. That would be a bloodbath. Very good, very good. Scent is very lovely. Skin is very happy. So let's see how the R41 behaves today. Since my first shave with this thing, it's been months, and I have used many other relatively aggressive razors since, so I think I'm going to be fine. Just keep the pressure down. Yeah, very nice. Not a big deal. It is aggressive, lots of blade feel, but there are many guys that really enjoy the more aggressive and very efficient shave to get it done in the morning. Yeah, not bad, not bad. You just got to keep the pressure under control and not accidentally slip off either. If you have any pimples in your face, it's definitely going to take those off. I can tell you that. Yeah, you can definitely shave with this. As I mentioned in previous videos, I'm avoiding the against the grain, even though I'm always against graining down here, but I don't have any issues down here. So I'm going to avoid against the grain in my in my face, just to avoid ingrown hair and all that stuff. I don't know what the story is here. That gives me a little bit of some tugging. As if I got a dull blade, but it's not too terrible. And it's, yeah, 3.5, 4 days of growth in my face, so it's always a little bit more difficult to shave when you have so much material there. Yeah, it works. Very traditional design, open comb, has been on the market for a long time. Has been a favorite of guys that like open comb and aggressive, efficient razors. Very, very much blade exposure. So this is a positive blade exposure with lots of open space in between the teeth of the open comb here, where the blade just sticks out. Actually fairly similar to, oh, also very dusty. Haven't used it in a while. This is the Fine DE5. Kind of fairly similar, feels similar. This one is not quite as efficient or aggressive. The blade exposure is a little less, so it's a little bit more friendly to the beginner. But yeah, this one definitely gets the job done in a hurry. So I would say that is already very clean for one pass. But we're gonna do a second one anyways. So let's lather up again. Yeah, the scent of this soap is really nice. If you haven't tried it, get a sample from Razor Emporium. They sell all their soaps in sample size as well. So you can try the Heritage or any of their other soaps. Very good. Also, price-wise, they're pretty much very competitive. Very nice, very nice. It's this linen, clean linen, fresh, masculine scent, not too overpowering. I should really take a course in scentology. I mean, in whatever the scents and whatnot, in perfume science, so I can give you a little bit more a description of the scents of stuff that I use. I'm pretty terrible at that. Yeah, very good, very good. Like the soap. I like the soap, very creamy. And now that most of the material is already gone from my face, this is going to feel much gentler. Yeah, keep the pressure down. Blow up the cheeks. Not terrible. It would be a little too blady. That's my term. I coined that. Yeah. There's a copyright on that word. I'm joking. Yeah, a little too blady for me for daily use. But for the occasional, you know, for the fun activity of celebrating the wet shave, not too bad. Not too bad. See the little stripes that it leaves behind? That's the trick of the open comb. Just gotta be gentle, tippy-toeing around. On the R41 here, the blade tabs are almost covered. I mean, they're barely sticking out. There's a little bit of an edge to feel. The handle design is literally identical to my DE89. Oh, I'm completely confused now. This is not a... The Edwin Jagger is the DE89. This is an R89 Mühle. And that's an R41 Mühle. Confusing. But since we're talking about it, the DE89 by Edwin Jagger and the Mühle R89, they were developed in partnership. So they are more or less design-wise and geometry-wise identical. They feel fairly similar. I don't think there's really a major difference. I think the difference that I feel between those two razors is all in my head. But yeah, the R41 definitely known as one of the more efficient, aggressive. Blade feel-wise, I would say this is probably a 5 on my 1 to 5 scale. I can still safely shave with this as long as you have your technique down and you keep your pressure down. Just be gentle with all the razors. Remember, there is really a very sharp implement in there. Yeah, this is as close as we can get to BBS with 2 passes. I told you about my ingrown hair situation down here. It's healing up and I don't want to exasperate that. So let's rinse off. Very good. Lots of residual slickness. Takes quite a while to rinse the soap off. Skin is really happy. You know what? Actually, I already dried off. What I wanted to do, because you guys keep asking me about it, why don't I use an alum block? Here is a Paraso alum block with my rubber band add-on. It's just so that you can hold on to it a little better. Here you go. Heiko got the alum block out. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Couple little tingles here and there, but that's to be expected because we just rubbed a sharp implement over my skin. But yeah, no big deal. Like I said, the R41 is aggressive and it's very efficient, gets it done quick. You just gotta have respect, and you know, you can also play with the angles a little bit. So this is one of those razors where the blade is very flat. It's not very curved. When a blade is curved, it makes it a shallower angle of attack. And in this case, if you just put it on like any other DE razor, you have more a scraping shave than a slicing shave. So you can tip up a little bit more, get a little bit shallower angle. And that will help you with this razor a little bit. I do this intuitively as I'm shaving. Forgot to talk about it while I was actually doing that. I noticed it was pretty scrapey, and then I just tipped it up a little bit more. This is how you can manipulate razors that are too aggressive into behaving a little bit more gently. Yeah, let's rinse off one more time. So we did alum block today, just for the record. Sucks together all the little bleeders that you might have, the little nicks that you might have. So then we're going to use some Thayers, as we have been doing. It's a facial toner, witch hazel water and aloe, the non-alcohol version. I like it. And then we let that evaporate a little bit. Yeah, so R41. It's, yeah, it is scary as a beginner. I tried this in the very beginning. I've had this now for a year and a half or so. The beginning, it was pretty, yeah, not scary, but you know, you have to have your respect from this really efficient blade exposure monster of a razor here. But it's doable. It's doable. You just got to be gentle, you know. A little bit of some aftershave. By the way, this is also not homogenized. So you can see that the oily parts and the watery parts completely separate. So you have to remember to shake it up. I like it when they don't emulsify this whole thing. Emulsifiers are just added chemicals to keep the watery and oily substances mixed up with each other. Ah, very nice, very nice. Oh, let's do another little puddle. Very nice. Ah, yeah. Love it. Love it. Very good stuff. A little bit of some glycerin in there. You can feel that there's a little bit of a oily residue on your skin. Glycerin is actually pretty good for your skin. Let's see. Yeah, alcohol, witch hazel, glycerin, alum. I didn't need to do the alum block. There's alum in here. Essential oils and fragrance. So good stuff, good stuff. Like it. The Heritage series of Razor Emporium, they also make a aftershave balm, which I also have and almost forgot about it. It was sitting behind another bottle. It's really thick. I don't know how to best get it out of the bottle. Be careful, it's a glass bottle. When you shake it, that you don't drop it. So shake it up a little bit maybe. And then you have to kind of work it out of the bottle here. Just a little bit over top of the aftershave. Ah, love this stuff. The scent is great, and all three products really match very well in scent. A lot of manufacturers struggle with that, where the soap and the aftershave don't really match. Witch hazel, again, alcohol, water, sweet almond oil, avocado oil, jojoba oil, shea butter, wax, again alum, germal, I have no idea what that is, essential oil, and fragrance. So we got the full treatment of Razor Emporium today. Oh, feels good. Feels good. Again, a little bit of a glycerin feel to it. Very nice. So that was your R41 revisit. Yeah, like I said, it is possible, it's doable. Unless you have super sensitive skin, maybe I wouldn't recommend it. But if you just want to try it out and, you know, have a little fun with it, it's not overly expensive. I could look this up real quick for you guys here on Amazon. I'll put a link down below for you guys. I always put affiliate links down below in the comment section. Affiliate program with Amazon, I get a little bit of a commission for every sale that I promote, so to speak. And I like Amazon over affiliate programs with individual manufacturers because on Amazon, they sell everything. So I'm not brand myopic. I'm not leading you towards one brand over the other. I'm just giving you an option where you can buy something. It doesn't cost you anything extra. And inadvertently, you are supporting the channel. So R41 Mühle. That's the proper pronunciation. Mühle. German. 48 bucks. So not even 50 bucks. Like I said, I'll put links down below to the stuff that I used. Razor Emporium, check them out as well. They have lots of cool products. They are a retailer. Primarily, they sell all kinds of things, but they also refurbish and replate vintage razors. So if you have your grandfather's razor sitting around and it's a little grungy looking, you can send that off to Razor Emporium and they make it look brand new. You can also get it plated really fancy stuff like gold or rhodium or, I don't know, platinum plating? I don't know. They have some fancy options to get your grandfather's razor top spec quality refurbished to new conditions, and it will feel like a brand new razor. And yeah, you can preserve it for future generations. Check them out down below. Link in the description as well. And if you're new here, welcome to Heiko Shaves. And if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. That helps the channel and grows the channel and motivates me to make more videos. Alrighty guys, I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.